Welcome back, everybody, to yet again another episode on the Bonsaicraft server. I am your host, CoralBonsai. Really happy to be here because it took me way too long to get this done. I mean, we are halfway through January at this point, but Christmas finally came to the server. This whole project has kind of been a Christmas present to the server, but it has taken me far too long and far too many hours to actually get this done. I finally built the presents and finally got the presents out to the other members of the server. I got 4 out of the 6 people on the server to participate, which honestly is pretty good if you ask me. Like that's pretty decent. And the other 2 didn't join, partially because I was a little short on time and didn't really get a chance to ask them if they would be able to join us, but also because I know they both have very busy lives and they haven't been on in some time. But don't worry, I didn't exclude them. They did get presents. So if I come back here, I'll start from this side and work my way around. So I originally had actually drawn a different present, but since we were doing a gift exchange, and since the other 2 weren't on the server, we still included their gifts for the gift exchange, but I actually was the only one who traded my gift, and that was because I had originally drawn for the green box, and the green box is a box full of slime blocks, sticky pistons, and slime balls. I would have been happy to keep that, but I changed it out for the yellow box since the yellow box was filled with like 2.5 stacks of golden carrots, and I figured it's just a simple food item. Yes, it's golden carrots, they go a long ways, but at the end of the day it is just food, and sticky pistons are something that are a lot more useful, and I can make them easily with my slime farm. As for the black box, Twinkle Toes actually managed to claim this chest, and at first she laughed because she's like, I got coal. But coal is a very useful Coal is a very useful resource, and she informed me that her and... Sorry guys, give me a second. There we go. Trying to mute my phone here. She informed me that her and Nana, who are making a base together, are very much so in need of coal, so I'm very happy to say that they got their coal. There was 9 stacks of coal in this box, all scattered throughout here, with 6 furnaces in there too for smelting, so that was a very good present for them. Next up we had the blue box, which is really funny. SX Cobra actually got this one, and we were just talking about how he was in need of more rockets and didn't really want to buy any from me, which is understandable. I mean, rockets are kind of expensive, but I put so many rockets in here, I can guarantee he probably won't need to buy rockets for at least a month of solid playing time. I mean, there was already like 4 stacks of rockets in here, and then there was 2 stacks of paper and 2 stacks of gunpowder. The amount of rockets that can get made by that is a ridiculous amount. So I'll be curious to see how long he can go without all of that. Up next came the lime box, which Nana drew the ticket for this box, and it was very entertaining because she came over and she walked up and goes, "Aw, I got the ugly one." Well, she hadn't opened it yet, but once she did, she was definitely very happy to see what was inside it, as it was filled with emeralds, which are perfect for trading with villagers. So hopefully they all really enjoy their gifts. The last 2 boxes over here, the green box and the red box. The green box is the one I had originally drawn for, which is all slime components. And this is a pretty nice and useful box to have, and that is why I gave it up, because I don't need it. I have my slime farm. And so I figured it'd be nice to give this to one of the other members. And then the red box. The red box is filled with bunch of redstone resources useful for building. And, you can set up quite a few circuits with this, actually. Truthfully, you could do some really advanced ones, but you would have to craft some more things like observers. I can't remember who got what from those. But if we come up here, we can look. I finally finished the mail system. So I gave us all mailboxes with our names and some nice little decorations around it. And as you can see underneath me is Spacefire's mailbox. And he has mail. It's lit up. I just realized I pointed at the screen like you guys could see me do that. And this is his ticket for his gift. So he got the red box. He got all the redstone components. And then if we come around here, we have SX Cobra's mailbox. And below that is Monoman's mail. He also is lit up, meaning he has mail, and he got the green box. Then over here we have Nana's mail. And this one is actually an unclaimed mailbox because there's room for 8 mailboxes, but there's only 6 of us on the server right now. And last but not least is Twinkletoe's mail, which is actually lit up. I wonder what she got. Oh, okay. So, Nana had an instant in the Nether when we were doing Christmas. And so, in her attempts to get over here, she gathered up Nether quartz and she gave us each a piece, so she could play around with the mail system, which I thought was pretty nice, but I guess Twinkletoes never took hers out of her mailbox. Also, I apologize to anyone who is any form of English major or English grammar Nazi, as I don't really know if that apostrophe is in the correct spot or not. Twinkletoes' username is Twinkletoes, so the issue with that is I'm pretty sure it's grammatically incorrect to say Twinkletoeses, but I'm not sure. So I thought that that's where the apostrophe goes. If I'm wrong, I guess let me know and I can come fix it. But underneath hers is yet again another unclaimed mailbox. Now you might have noticed a theme here, that the top 4 mailboxes are in order of the people on this server who were the originals. And then it goes to the ones who joined after. So we have Spacefire and Monoman down at the bottom because they were the next 2 to join. Today's episode, outside of that, I might try and include the clip where we actually did our little gift exchange. I'm not 100% sure about that though, because I recorded it and it was a little bit noisy when I was recording, but that was fine with me. And so I don't know what the audio sounds like. I'll have to listen back on it. If it sounds good, I'll leave the audio. If not, I'll get rid of the audio and I'll kind of explain what's going on as things happen. But now I gotta figure out what I'm actually planning. I was originally thinking of working on building our lighthouse over there. And I was also thinking, you guys seem to really enjoy the episode I did last week with no cuts in it. Well, alright, no time lapses in it. Just straight cuts from one thing to the next. It got the highest amount of watch time I've had in a while. So I was thinking of doing that again, and I don't know how long it would take me to make the lighthouse, but I might start there, and if I have extra time, I'd like to come through around here and do a little bit of cleanup, because we have a lot that needs to get done. Like, this elevator is all set to be built. These elevators are getting started. There's been a change of ideas for what's going on in here, and I'll explain that later if I have time. But for now, I definitely think, like I said, I'm going to get off to trying to design and build the lighthouse over there, see what happens, see where we are on time, and maybe come around and do a little bit of cleanup here. And if I have even longer time than that, which I highly doubt it, we might go back over to my base and do some stuff over there. But for now, I'm going to hop off to trying to figure things out, and I'll catch you guys when I get back. Okay, so after going back and looking at the recording that I just did for my intro, I hope this sounds better. I moved my microphone. I apologize for the weird audio. I have a new microphone, new setup, because I'm back at college, trying to get used to things. But I do need to get cracking because we're already like 10 minutes into the video. So I don't think we're going to get done half of what I wanted to get done. But we can start building our lighthouse. In this shulker box, I should have all the parts that I need to build this thing. It's a lot of brick and actually a decent amount of terracotta. I have a picture in front of me of what it is I'm trying to design from my redstone testing world. So that being said, let's hopefully crack on to building this thing and see where we can get. First things first, I'm going to kind of load up my inventory with what I should need to do this all. Hopefully I can get this done fairly quickly in one good go. We're gonna save the redstone stuff for now and just focus on the exterior portion. Okay. First thing we need to do is actually get rid of all of these. I missed one. And then we're going to replace all of these pieces with brick. We need to actually get rid of these corner pieces. Okay. I'm gonna get this started and then I'll probably do a jump cut, but I figured I'd try something different, and I'm trying to figure out what works best for you guys and what doesn't work best for you guys. I know I do a lot of time lapses, and I know that my video retention is not very big, nor is my viewership. I'm hoping to change that. I don't really know why everything is so low. If you guys could leave a comment down below telling me what you think I should do more of, what you think I should do less of, what you guys would personally like to see, that would be very helpful for me. These videos are as much mine as they are yours. And, you know, I'm not necessarily here to do this just for me. I'm also doing this for you guys. And because of that, because we're running so tight on time in this episode, I don't think I'm going to put a time lapse in. I think I'm just going to go straight through, and if I need to, do jump cuts where necessary. I want to focus on getting as much done as I possibly can. But obviously, like I said, we are going to be stretched tight on time with this episode. There we go. Sorry, I gotta focus for a second. Those always catch me off guard and always prove to be a bit of a challenge for me. But yeah, I want to make sure to get what we need done in a timely manner. So that is the focus. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if there's things that you guys think I can do differently, things that you want to see me do differently, I would love to know that. I would love for you guys to give me your feedback on how to improve, how to grow, and what you guys want to watch. Like, do you enjoy when I do time lapses? Would you prefer me to do something different than time lapses? Those type of things. As for the whole Christmas thing, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it into this episode or not because of the way that time crunch is. But if it doesn't get put into this episode, what I can do is I have some big things coming up for the channel, and I would kind of like to do another news segment, almost like what I did when I first switched from Bedrock to Java. And I might make another one of those talking about it. And I could throw it in there and talk about how all the stuff that's been going on this end of the channel with Minecraft and the changes that are going to come really soon with me starting a new game series. So stay tuned for that, and I guess I'm going to quit rambling. I'm going to get off to things. I'm going to make a jump cut here to when this building has more of a building shape and less of whatever is going on here, because for some reason I cannot speak and build this weird design at the same time. I'm going to shut up and get off to building this. I really hope you guys are enjoying this episode. I'm sorry for the sporadicness of it. I'm working on it. Okay guys, so our building is definitely starting to take shape. Our lighthouse is starting to look more and more like a lighthouse. The interior is almost completely done, except for the fact that I still need to put in the ladder to get up and down, which is why I'm currently flying around with rockets right now. That was interesting. Sounded like I took damage, but I didn't take damage. Alright, not going to question that. Our next part is somewhat tricky. Kind of cool. I saw it online a while ago, so I thought that I would take the liberty of actually showing how to do it. Just as soon as I remember how to do it. Give me 2 seconds. I'm stupid. So I totally started doing this and then realized I never pressed record. So the reason I had to pause earlier, something looked different. It was because that lever had to be placed and flipped on, so this slime block gets extended upwards. Now that is extended upwards, this all makes sense. So I need to take and continue placing these observers going along here like this in a big old square. Oop, oop. We're going to have another tricky one here. How did I do this last time? Jumped up. Placed. Blech. Now the fun tricky bit. I have to place one next to the slime block facing in like that. Cool. And then we take all of these guys and place them up like this. And if you guys can kind of see, they are lighting up, like they're flashing every once in a while. That means that they're being powered, because what's going on is I basically set a giant loop that never ends with these observers that for some reason... I built this whole thing too small. Ugh. We gotta tear it all down. I'm not gonna record me tearing it down. Okay, I'm gonna fix this and then jump to when it's fixed. Because I just realized what I did is perfectly correct, and you can build this as big as you want. I just built it 1 block smaller than I meant to. So I'm gonna fix that mistake. Okay, I fixed my mistake. Next part, as you can see, it's all blinking around like this. If we take and place these lanterns on here, as you can see, it's lighting up 2 blocks above it, because each observer is kicking out a signal strong enough to do that. It won't do any more than 2, which kind of sucks, but it is pretty nice for what we're doing right now. So we place all these guys in. Cool. Got those all done. Whoop. Fall down here. And then if we come back in here. So I placed, what were these? Droppers, I think. Because I find them to be pretty useless in this game. But I placed all those. And if we come around to this side, so I can actually get in here. And flick this lever. You'll see that slime block just took down those 2 observers, which means this system now shuts off, and you can turn it back on just by turning or flicking the lever. So there you have a nice little lighthouse. Now I just need to finish building the exterior part of it, and all of the wiring is done for both this part and the feature down below, which I'll show you guys when I get all done. But before I do that, I just wanted to say one really cool thing you can do with this that I discovered is kind of a glitch. If you sit here and spam click this a whole bunch of times, and you make sure it ends on, you can actually get all the lights stuck on. Clearly I did it just slow enough that one of them is still able to get through. I found that really funny when I figured that out by accident. That's just a little tidbit of information I discovered when playing with this design I found online. But that being said, I'm going to finish off this design. The exterior of the building, call it good, put a lovely little roof on it, and we'll call the video there, guys. Well, this place is now complete. Our lighthouse is now done with this redstone contraption right here, which hopefully you guys can see this. Actually, I'm gonna go to music and sound. Let's crank this up to let's try 90. Fair warning, if you're wearing headphones, I apologize. If not, hopefully you can hear, because this is now really loud. Let's try this. I'm gonna be really quiet and listen. You should be able to hear it. Alright, I'll do that one more time. In case you can't hear it, maybe you could see it right there. The bells actually ring, and they are, yeah, they are hooked to the redstone signal. That makes me really happy that they made that a feature, because I can do stuff like that. But overall, this place does look really nice. At least to me it looks nice. I like it. And the best part is, if I fly all the way over here to the portal you used to spawn in and not be able to see anything but the edge of the island and the shipwreck. And I hated it, because it was like, well, how do you know that's the island you're going for? Oh, I gotta unload the chunk real quick. Okay, if I fly over this way and I fly back this way. Now you can see it from the portal. So now, when the bonsais pop out, they'll know which island to go to, other than the fact that there's this giant bridge here, because obviously eventually other things will get dotted around in through here. But all in all, I would say this has been a good episode. Didn't quite get done as much as I wanted to, but you know what? That's okay. You win some, you lose some. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I very much so enjoyed getting to work on this, even though it was kind of rushed. Quote unquote rushed. It's just because I did way too long of an intro, so I have no idea how long this video currently is. But like I said earlier, I will probably try and do another short little kind of news episode. An episode to let you guys know what's going on with me. Talk to you guys about updates coming to the channel. For starters, I'm creating a new series which will be releasing videos every Tuesday. I meant to actually post the first video this week, but I didn't get around to it. I'll get around to talking about that in a news episode. I don't know if the news episode is going to pertain to Minecraft, or if it might have some Minecraft related videos while I talk, or if I might try something completely different, because honestly, I'm thinking of trying in this new series doing face cams. So yeah, that you guys got that to look forward to. Eventually, you might get to see me and what I look like. Hopefully you guys are enjoying. Like I said earlier in the video, if there's anything at all that you guys would like to see different, if you want to see more episodes like this, where there's no time lapses, there's just jump cuts to amazing structures like this, let me know down in the comments. This channel is just as much mine as it is yours. I am here for you guys. I just realized I'm still holding my carrots. There we go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time. Bye.